Okay guys, I'm doing this video in regards to my channel. First of all, I am a 10-year user in this channel and it's all about Iclone. I've been doing Crazy Talk animation just recently, but I've been not sharing that much material for Crazy Talk because I have not been getting into a Crazy Talk so much. However, I just want to let you know that I do have tutorials that will help you with your animations, how to improve them in regards to movement, in regards to camera, and in regards to how to cut scenes, or which is blocking. You also want to let you know that I have other videos which help you to populate your Iclone content, and like the first introductory video that you see right when you go inside my channel, it's like this one right here that tells you where to find some free content. Now, I've been criticized by some YouTubers, which I don't really care much because I'm not the kind of person who uploads a video, a tutorial, or tells you where to find free shares for Iclone, and then at the end of the video say, oh, you know what, like it and subscribe, or at the beginning of the video, like and subscribe. I'm not like that, because I don't really care, whether people subscribe to my channel or not. In the first place, my channel was not meant to be for tutorials or for shares. It was just for me to upload videos that were for testing, Iclone content, and I wanted to watch the videos in my YouTube channel and see my improvement in how I've been getting better, using Iclone. And another thing is because I was also at a forum and many years ago, and it was a great forum, and they used to share a lot of Iclone content for free, and I used to upload videos about the content that I had to share for them, which was not much, but the little I had, I was sharing too. So my YouTube channel was never intended to be a channel for you to subscribe and watch tutorials and get some shares and things like that. However, throughout those 10 years, and because I've been uploading things and people have been asking me, for the test videos, they've been asking me, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you fix this problem? And there's tutorials from Revolution and there's tutorials from other YouTube users. However, many of those tutorials, sometimes, I'm not going to say all the times, but sometimes they skip 1, 2, or 3 steps because when they make that tutorials, they think maybe that the person already watching that tutorials know all the steps and they know how to find things. And when they skip 1 or 2 steps, and then you are lost like in space because you are an Iclone user and you are new to the Iclone world, and you don't know where to find things, and they skip those steps. They just mention, and then they change the names of the tabs or change names of whatever they are trying to tell you to find or to do, and they change the names, and people are lost, and it can take them up to 10, 20, 30 minutes to find the place, when the place is right there, and they can tell you exactly the name of the place, and they don't say it slowly, they say it so fast, that people miss sometimes, what they're actually talking about. Anyways, in those 10 years, I've been sharing content. I've been uploading videos for tutorials, questions that people have. I usually don't do tutorials because there's so many tutorials in YouTube about Iclone, but like I told you before, many of the users, they don't go step by step. They sometimes skip steps, and it's kind of frustrating. I watch tutorials and sometimes I get so frustrated, and then I ask the person of the channel who uploaded that tutorials and who's asking, oh, like and subscribe my video, and they want you to do that. They want you to subscribe to a channel in which they don't respond, because you ask them a question, they don't even respond to you. They maybe respond to you in 2 weeks, maybe in a week, 2 weeks, or a month, or maybe they never do. So it's like a waste of time, I mean, why do we want people to subscribe to your channel and to like your video if you're not going to be responding to the comments, that they have, especially if they are questions in regards to how to use Iclone or how to fix certain problems, with props or with avatars or with accessories or whatever. Anyways, just want to let you know, when you go into my channel, you have the video section. If you go over here, you'll see that it'll show you all the videos that I have uploaded. They are not in in a categorized manner. So that's one of the reasons why if you go to the main place, the main channel, you're gonna find the playlist. So we have the playlist right here. So I'm gonna increase the size of this so you can see you have the created playlist, and they tell you the titles of the playlist. Like this one is in regards to Crazy Talk animation and shares and test videos. And then you have also the Iclone shares, the free shares. You have the tutorials. Some of them are in Spanish with subtitles in English, others are in English. And I have test videos, and I have also movies and other kind of videos that you can watch. I just want to let you know that I do have playlists. Okay, so you don't have to be like wandering around my channel like where am I gonna find the shares. Well, if you want to find the shares, just go to that creator list and just go find the list for the shares, the icon shares, and just go inside of that. It's gonna open up the window. It's gonna have all the videos with all the links to the shares in each video. Like this video right here has the share right here, you see? So right there, you open up that, it's gonna take you to the page where you can download the share. It's a straight download, and it's no password protected, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, watch the video and somewhere in the video you're gonna find the password, and then the video is blurry, and then the password, you have an I, a capital I, and you don't know, you think it's an L, and then you are like putting the stupid password many times and you don't even know why it's working. You have to go back to the video and try to find the password again and see if you wrote it correctly, and then you say, yeah, I did write it correctly. So what happened? Well, it's because one I and an L, they look the same. So that's a problem, you see. Or an O and a 0, they look the same, kind of, and that's a problem. And you have to find out what the problem is. So whatever video you want to go to, you're gonna find the share, and it's a straight download. Okay, no ads, no password protected, just straightforward. Now in my shares, and I explained that to you, I have a lot of men. The reason why, because a lot of YouTubers put a lot of shares with women, so I have my content already populated with women and not no men. So that's why I'm doing a lot of men, and I'm also doing kids. I want to show you what I'm going to be sharing with you, because people have been asking me for this for a long time, and I've been working on templates that I want to share to you, so you have those templates that you can upload into Character Creator. And once you upload those templates, you can find, you can start doing your own avatars. So this is like some of the avatars that I'm going to be sharing. Those are teens and kids, children. And I'm going to have both male and female, boys and girls. And I'm trying to fix problems. I always remember I have tutorials on how to make kids and teens. With teens, there's not many issues, but with children, you're going to have a lot of issues, because when you make a child, the mesh of the avatar, which is an adult, you start with an adult, a female adult. So the mesh of the avatar, it's going to disfigure. And when it's disfigured, you're going to have problems with the eyes, you're going to have problems with the mouth, the teeth, and the tongue. And you have to fix those problems. So I'm not sharing this yet. I've been working just on them. I still need to check on the eyes. I still need to check on the mouth and the teeth, because when you make the movements, facial movements or gestures, then there's you may have some issues, like some poke through for the teeth and some poke through for the eyes, and it's not gonna look good in the avatar. So I want to fix those problems before I start sharing those avatars with you, because I did share avatars that were kids in the past, and when I started trying to do some testing with those kids in regards to facial animation, I realized that the teeth were sticking out and the eyes were sticking out. I mean, if you were using the avatars, just straightforward, not having any facial animation, and if you close the eyes or move the mouth, maybe it will be all right. But for other kinds of movements, then you would have that sticking out of the teeth and some sticking out of the eyes. So I want to let you know that I'm working on these avatars, and I'm going to be sharing those to you. One of the things is that I usually don't like to share one avatar at a time, which is what I've been doing recently, because I don't really spend that much time right now in creating avatars per se. But I've been sharing, like single avatars, like these ones right here. Let me show you. I'm gonna magnify the screen. And these ones are single shares, okay? These avatars are single shares, okay? I don't really like to do that. Like a lot of users in YouTube that I see, they usually like to share just one avatar at a time, whether it's a man or a woman. And I don't like that, If you have 10 avatars, why don't you share those 10 avatars, and just don't have the user spend that much time in your channel, because it's time consuming just to download one avatar, and it's really frustrating. At least it is for me, so I don't want to be doing that to you guys. And that's one of the reasons why I have not been sharing, because I've been creating avatars and I've been sharing just one at a time. I don't do that like I told you before. Let me show you. Okay, let's go back to the videos right here. Or actually, yeah, well, you know what? I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna go to the shares. Let me show you one thing.
Okay, this
icon
video
shares.
is for
Okay,
people
so
who are
we are gonna open up the icon shares, and you see like this one right here. This one has many avatars. You see all these avatars. These are not CC3 plus, but you can open the character creator 3 and then you can change them into CC3 plus, okay, avatars. I did change them. I believe I did change them, and I think I did share them later on, You have like this one right here. You have many avatars also that I've been sharing. Let me refresh this. Okay, so you see I have many avatars, and that's what I like to do. I like to share with you a lot of avatars instead of just one avatar at a time, which is kind of boring and time consuming for people. I don't think it's fair for you guys, because I know that many of you, you want to do your own videos, your own animations, and then all of a sudden, you have to download one avatar at a time, and you see that this person at his channel or her channel, they have like 20-30 avatars. Maybe they are repeated and you don't even know they are repeated until you download them and put them into Iclone, and then you say, oh my gosh, I already downloaded this avatar, and I have it again. So yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be sharing something that you won't actually you will have repeated in your content, because it's really frustrating. Now let me show you one thing. In regards to the videos, I have like this video, like this one right here. It tells you where in YouTube you can go to find free content. I mentioned many users that always share good content for Iclone. I mean, great content. They know how to do the conversions from DAS or other kind of software, and it pass all those avatars or pass those motions or pass those props or accessories into Iclone. And they are really the kind of people who are dedicated to sharing the best with you. Some of their shares, like the ones at the very beginning many years ago, some of them had a little bit of problems, but it's not like a big deal. It's not something like you can fix in just a couple seconds, or not more than 5 minutes maybe. It won't take you that long to fix, so it's not a big deal. But now they became really good users in Iclone, and they've been converting things, because they've been doing this since Iclone was in its early stages. Now we are in Iclone 8. I don't have Iclone 8, I have Iclone 7.9, but I really love Iclone 8. I wish I had it. I don't, but these people, they've been Iclone users, since Iclone was probably version 1, and it was very simple, very basic back then. Now it's more complicated, not in its use because it's really easy to use Iclone, but if you want to go into details, then Iclone is giving you more tools that are very it gives you more flexibility to do whatever you want to do actually for your animations and to improve and make a professional video. Even if they are getting to the point, and actually Iclone's almost there. I'm not going to say it's there 100%, but I'm going to say it's there like a 90%, to make professional videos like for movie theaters. That good is Iclone today. Okay, they have so many tools. I know that people who are into the animation industry, they've been keeping an eye on Iclone because they realize that Iclone has become a very powerful tool for them. Especially, it's not like they're gonna make a movie for a movie theater, because like I said, Iclone is not still there, but they are working on improving the software. However, they realize that it's easy to use. Iclone is easy to use, and because they do like these what I call sketches. Video sketches would be, for me, it's like making an Iclone video in which you have your characters animated and you kind of show the scene of what you want the movie to be about. And those video sketches, that's what I call them, video sketches. They call them something different. They can show that to see, how a scene can look like, and they are using Iclone for those purposes, and it's really good. Anyways, so I have tutorials, I have shares, I have videos about where to find Iclone content. Now, let me tell you about this video, like this one right here. This one shows a lot of YouTube users, and it also, I just want to let you know one thing, guys. Okay, I'm not here for you to subscribe and like my videos, because I never do that. Like, oh, at the end of the video or at the beginning of the video, please like and subscribe, because that way you can help me. I'm not making money, for having my channel. I used to have a channel in which I had a million users subscribe, to my channel, and it was very popular back then, many years ago, more than 10 years ago. It was in a different topic. Okay, it was not Iclone or anything related to animation at all. It was something else, and it was very popular. But for some reason, YouTube started shutting down those channels, because I was not the only one. There were many people, or not many people actually, it was just a couple of people, that were very popular, and they were uploading their videos, and all of a sudden they closed their channels, and they also had like 500,000 subscribers, or up to 1 million subscribers. Some of them were actually monetizing. I never did, and I never do. So I don't really care whether you like and subscribe my videos. I don't really care about your comments. If you don't appreciate the videos that I share in regards to where to find free Iclone content, I don't really care. I do care for comments that are positive and are constructive and will help me, to improve, whether there's something that you need, and if something that you can share with me, like, oh, you know what, there's another channel, that's sharing this great content, and you want to share that with me, I appreciate it. I may do a video about that. I may not do it, because like I told you before, the purpose of me creating this channel was not to share or to do tutorials or to tell you where to find things, but throughout the years, and because I'm a fan of Iclone, I really love Iclone. I've used other software like DAS, Blender, etc. And Iclone is always, and I think up to this day, is the best. Is the best. There's other new software that are coming out, and they're still complicated. Iclone is not that complicated, really. It's really easy to use. Anyways, just want to let you know that I'm not here for you to like and subscribe. I'm not here for having my channel become one of the best. I've seen people who have their channel for less years than I do, and they have thousands of subscribers. I barely made over 1,000 subscribers. I don't really care. If I go over 2,000 subscribers, it's fine. If I go over 5,000 subscribers, it's fine. I just wanna let you know that I'm not here to share and I'm not here to make tutorials. However, if you ask me, like, oh, you know what, like if I do a test video and then you see the video and you liked it and you go like, oh, how do you do that, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna spend the time to make the tutorial for you, even if it's just one person asking me for that. I'm just gonna make it because I know that probably that person wants to do his or her own video, and they are stuck in that part, which they don't know how to fix, and I'll do that tutorial for you, okay? Even if it's just one person, I don't care. I know how frustrating it is that you go around the internet, especially YouTube, and trying to find the tutorials, and then you find tutorials for Iclone. You have many users having all kinds of tutorials. Even Revolution has good tutorials. However, sometimes they skip steps, and when they skip steps, you are lost in space. If you don't know Iclone, you are lost in space. You don't know how they got there. Even if they say the name, sometimes they change the name, and when they change the name, you go around just looking for that tab, or that specific feature, that they're talking about. You don't even know where it is, and it's really frustrating. And you are like, well, I'm back at block number 0, because I didn't get anywhere. Anyways, everything was fine until they started changing names, and I don't even know where I'm gonna find that, because I've been looking at all around and I don't see anything named like that or called like that, and then you try to slow down the video to see where they clicked. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't, and when you can't, it's really frustrating because then you're stuck. Okay, you're back at the same place, where you started. Everything was going fine until they skip one step or they change the name, and that's it. You end up in the same place. So I never do that. I always tell you where to go. I always name things the way they are called, and if for whatever reason I also change the name, I say in the video the name eventually. Anyways, just wanted to let you know that, guys. I'm not gonna say like and subscribe my videos because, like I told you, this channel was not meant to be for tutorials or for shares. It was just meant to be for test videos and sharing at a forum I used to belong to many years ago. But I do appreciate, for those people who actually watch my videos, for those people who actually want this content. I share this free content because, I try to bring the best quality of avatars. I know my avatars are not the best. I'm not an animator or a designer, so they're not the best, but I try to make them the best. Some of them may need some fixes, um, some of those fixes may be quick, some of those fixes may take long, like if you try to fix their teeth, because they're out of place, and you realize that when you're making a gesture. And I didn't fix the avatar because I was making a kid or something, and I did not actually put it into Iclone and start making all these gestures to see whether the gestures work correctly, or sticking out the tongue, to see the tongue was sticking out correctly and not just poking through the mouth or the teeth. So you may want to do those fixes, okay? And it's going to take a little bit of time, okay? Probably 10-15 minutes, depending on how well you are in using character creator, okay? So anyways, I'm trying to right now share avatars that have those fixes already for you, especially because of the kids. And I'm going to show you again my kids. I want to be sharing these kits with you, teens and kids, so that you can use them in your videos. Okay, one thing, guys, is that since my shares are free, you can use them. Okay, anywhere you want in your videos. If you are animating, making videos for whatever topic you want to talk about, whether it's something about tutorials, how to use certain things, or if it's like a learning tutorial, or if it's something regarding politics, or something regarding religion, or whatever you want to use them for, you are free to use them, okay? There's no copyrights in my shares, okay? So you can use my avatars just feel free to use them. Okay, I'll be happy to help you that way. Okay, I have a lot of shares. I have populated my content. I want to show you about my content right now. It's like this one right here. Okay. I have different kinds of hair, okay, and you have different kinds of way to call them in regards to the extension of the file. You will have them like an eye hair. You will have them as a resolution hair, RL hair, which is called. You have them as a CC hair, okay. So it's the same with clothing, okay. Clothing, eye cloth. You have a CC cloth, okay. I think you also have resolution cloth, and one of the things that I'm doing is because I had copies of the content, I'm trying just to make sure I have just one copy or one of the content for my Iclone. So I'm getting rid of any duplicates. That's what I'm doing. And I just want to let you know that, okay, it's going to take some time. But if you want to populate your content, you can watch my videos in regards to where to find free content for Iclone. And that's going to help you populate your content. With avatars, with accessories, with props, and with hair, and things like that, which is really good. The more you have, the more videos you can make, okay, of all different kinds of topics. And with this, I finish this tutorial or this introduction to my channel, okay. Have a nice time with Iclone. Thank you.